Hey guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the Mad Hatter's Spool Sash. What you're going to need is a phone, an old belt that you can use, some wooden spools, wire, tape, and a pair of scissors. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the tape and tape down the ends of the thread on all the spools. This way they won't unravel while you're wearing your costume. And I'll just do the rest of them later so you guys don't have to watch me do this very inane task. And next thing you do is take the wire, and depending on how big your phone is and how big you are and how loose you want the sash to be, I wrapped it around my iPhone 5 10 times, and by wrap around I mean both sides, but depending on how many spools you have, this could change. See, 1, 2, and 10 times. Then you'll cut it and take it off the phone, however you may do that. I struggled a little bit. And sorry about the change of place. I didn't have enough time to film this all at home, so I had to do it at school. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold the wire in half and then stick it through the belt loop and pull it all the way until the halfway point is right over the belt loop. So there's half coming on one side, half coming on the other, if that makes any sense. And then you'll take one end and put it through the belt buckle. So wrap it around and pull it through, make sure it's tight. And then you'll do the same thing with the other end of the wire, and pull that tight. And it should look like this. By the way, make sure to get a belt with a really cool belt buckle that'll really pull your whole costume together. And next, you'll take one of the spools of thread and take one of the ends of the wire and stick it through one end of the spool. And then you'll take the other end of the wire and stick it through the other hole of the spool. And pull that tight. And then I'll show you guys how to do it one more time. Take a spool of thread, stick the wire through one end. By the way, the spools don't have to be wooden, but it gives a much more, Alice in Wonderland, that time period look if they are wooden. And then you'll stick the other end of the wire through the other hole and pull that tight. And then you'll do that the exact same way with all the other spools. By the way, if you want, you can do some kind of pattern with the colors or the sizes. What I did was I made them in such a random order because I feel like that reflected the Mad Hatter's personality the best. Make sure that either you put the spools in like a smallest to biggest or biggest to smallest order, or just make sure they're very mixed up. Because if they're all big on one end and all small on the other end, it'll look kind of weird. But yeah, I put mine all mixed up. And if you hadn't noticed, I filmed this at lunch, so you can see me taking a bite of my sub a few times. And there, that part is done. So now what you have to do is attach the two ends. So you'll put it around you and find 2 belt holes that work for the size. And then you'll stick one end of the wire through one belt hole, through the top of it, not the bottom. And then you'll wrap it around and stick it back through the hole. And you'll keep doing that until you run out of wire, just to make sure it's super tight. And then do the same thing with the other wire and the other belt hole. Once again, through the top, not the bottom. And there you go, that part of your costume is done. If it doesn't fit, you can take it out and do it again. Pretty much everything in this DIY can be redone if you don't like it. Hey guys, thanks for watching my Mad Hatter Spool Sash DIY. I would make a DIY for the hat, but I actually used somebody else's DIY for that, so I'll link that down below. And I'll definitely be uploading a video later about the hair and makeup that I did, so bye! Hair and makeup for my costume, I mean, not what I'm doing right now. My Mad Hatter Spool Spat...